Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. I seem to be talking about racing series dying a lot recently. From Euro Formula with its fields of 9 drivers, which should die, to the W Series running into financial issues and the future of the series being in doubt, to the World Touring Cars being confirmed as dead for 2023. The 2022 season will be the final one. At least for now. World Touring Cars has a complicated history. It's existed in several forms over the years, even way back to the 80s. So let's go over the rise and fall of the World Touring Car series and look at its history, its champions, its highs and its lows. So remember to subscribe to the channel and let's begin. The first World Touring Car Championship came to be in 1987. There had been a European series since the 60s. But a World Series seemed like a credible upgrade, bringing the best drivers around the world together. Promoted by Bernie Ecclestone, cars travelled around the world. Well, bits of Europe, Australia, Japan and New Zealand. The world was obviously a lot smaller then. The championship was an absolute mess. Cars were disqualified because of illegal boot lids and dodgy electronics. Alfa Romeo didn't compete in the overseas rounds, and it would prove to be the only World Touring Car Championship. Roberto Ravaglia was champion in his BMW M3. There wouldn't be another attempt at a World Touring Car competition until the World Cup, held for 3 years between 1993 and 1995, with Paul Radicic taking 2 wins and Frank Biela in an Audi taking the other. But these were single round events, not a championship. There wouldn't be a recognised World Touring Car Championship until 2005. Replacing the European Touring Car Championship, the WTCC saw BMW, Seat and Alfa Romeo do battle with a few other manufacturers also hanging around. Some of the best touring car drivers of the time competed, such as Gabriele Tarquini, Fabrizio Giovanardi, Georg Müller, Rickard Rydell and eventual champion Andy Priaulx. Over the years, manufacturers would come and go. Chevrolet rose to prominence, Alfa Romeo left. Lada turned up to have a go, as did Volvo. Also Citroën came in and won 3 championships in a row. Some years there was really good manufacturer support, other years not so much. In 2013 only Honda and Lada were actual recognised manufacturer entries, and only 3 drivers competed the full calendar. Honda won, by the way, but it was Yvonne Müller in an independent Chevrolet who won the championship. The final year in this format was 2017. Only Volvo and Honda competed for the manufacturers, and there weren't as many independent entries to fill out the field. Something had to change. Going on at the same time was the TCR International Series. Using the TCR regulations, this series began in 2015 and was far cheaper for teams to enter, and the cars could be used in multiple championships around the world. Compare this with the expensive WTCC cars, which could only be used in one series, and the choice was made for the FIA. The World Touring Car Cup was born. Gabriele Tarquini in a Hyundai won the first championship in 2018, but there was also Hondas, Cupras, Peugeots, Alfas, Volkswagens and Audis in the field, and a decent size and competitive entry list. The series had been going strong, with Chinese brand Lynx & Co joining the grid in 2019. In 2022 though, the series had a whole host of cancellations, mostly in Asia due to COVID, but the Russian war in Ukraine meant the round in Sochi had to go, and the Czech round was also cancelled. Then there was Lynx & Co having issues with the Goodyear tyres. The whole team pulled out of the Vallelunga and Po rounds, leaving only 11 cars to start. 2 final rounds were organised in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, because of course they were. But even before we get to those rounds, the organisers announced that this will be the final ever World Touring Car Championship. At least potentially. The official statement as to why is a little bit confusing. It makes clear the reason for the series decline. Sponsors want sustainable fossil fuel free competition. They don't want to sponsor conventional touring car racing. No sponsors means no money for teams, and the World Series involves a lot of costs, such as lugging all the cars, gears and drivers around the world. It does make a point that TCR regulations have been very successful and will continue as is into the foreseeable future, and it looks like the Electric Touring Car Series is going to replace the World Touring Car Cup, which was, I guess, always the plan. Doesn't sound like a bad idea in theory, except the Electric Touring Car Series as is a really terrible idea. For it to be the top touring car series, it needs to change up the format. Conventional races are what's needed, but they don't have enough cars, hence why everyone shares. That isn't going to work for a longer calendar, and you're going to have a number of drivers out of work. Hopefully new manufacturers will join Alfa Romeo, Cupra and Hyundai in the electric series. Hopefully there will be more cars and proper racing, and hopefully the best touring car drivers in the world will compete in the Electric World Touring Car Series. What is for certain is that the World Touring Car Championship has been very exciting at times, and it's kind of sad to see it go. I do also wonder if Ivan Muller will retire again. With Jason Plato also gone, he is the last part of the glorious Super Touring era still floating around, so once he's gone, it will be an end of an era kind of moment. We still have 2 rounds of World Touring Cars to go, but we won't know more probably until 2023 on what the future holds for World Touring Cars. As I said at the start of this video, a lot of race series seem to be struggling at the moment. I think the world of motorsport could do with a bit of a reorganising. Maybe those in charge are not competent enough to be in charge. What do you think about the death of the World Touring Cars? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like and tell your friends. Thank you for watching and have a good one.